How do you think people should, if they want to get into RepStack and make a career out of it like you are?
Please work on your skill set. Please work on training.
And what about the AI integration? How are you using it?
We had trainings of Make AI from RSA, so that helped a lot.
When you started working with RepStack, how was it? Like, was it difficult to start?
Oh, ChatGPT is like my best friend now.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of our podcast. And today we have Alyna with us. And she's already been on one of the podcasts, but it was a virtual one. I think that's not the same as this, Alyna.
Yeah,
So, welcome to the podcast. I hope you're excited.
Thank you so much, Robert, again. And thank you for having me again on this podcast. And it's wonderful to have it physically here, of course. Virtual also, it had its own charm. But I think being physically present has its own aura altogether.
Yeah, of course, it's one-on-one and you're sitting right next to each other. I think we've already talked a lot about your routine day, but still you can, maybe for the new listeners, you can just go back and tell us a little bit about how do you start your day, how do you prepare, and actually where are you from and how did you end up at RepStack?
Long story short, I started my journey with RepStack in, I think, 2021. And I was a new mother. I was already working in an ad agency earlier. And being in an ad agency means you're working around the clock. And that was not working out for me. So a very dear friend of mine, Mariam, she referred me to RepStack. And when I started off, I didn't believe it because work from home was an idea within my dreams. I never thought that it could come to life. So I just went in.
Thanks.
Yeah, absolutely. I still did because it was after like post-COVID. But I still was very alien to the idea of working from home. But then I started my journey within RepStack, and within a week, there were so many people. When I got enrolled into RSA, I was like, I hope this is not a pyramid scheme. And to my surprise, within a week, I got shortlisted for the client success team, and I was hired as a CSM, and here I am. So every day as a CSM is a lot of things. When we sign and we have our daily stand-up, which is like a team meeting we have all together. Our director of client success, Maham Nihal, is there. We have Azhar Siddiqui, who's our CEO, of course, who's over there. He's also overlooking our team now. So we discuss a lot of potential opportunities that we have, how we can tap into more clients, how we can grow the team more, how we can grow the company more. So it's more centric around growth, and we do not focus on the downside of things. We do discuss them, but dominantly we have shifted our focus towards the opportunities. And I see that has really impacted the team morale. We are now more growth oriented rather than just focusing on the risk part of it.
Awesome. You just mentioned that you guys get together. Do you feel that it's important to start the day with
Absolutely. It is. I think it's the most crucial part of your day. Even for the clients, like whenever we get on a meeting with clients, I, as a client success manager, always tell them that please get on meetings with your associates at least once a week. If not once a week and you have more time, get on a meeting with them every single day. So you know what you're expecting out of them, and the associate knows what you are expecting out of him. So the expectation part is very crucial. And if they are having any sort of trouble, any miscommunication, it will also help to clear that out. So I think the best part of my day is obviously getting to meet my team, getting to see them, because we in general are very happy-go-lucky team. We like each other's company so much. So I think it's always fun to be together. But also talking about whenever there's a fellow CSM who's having a turbulent account or has an opportunity, I get to learn from them. I get to learn from their strategy. And it's vice versa. So I think it's very important.
Awesome. I think lately you guys have also changed the role into a little bit, because before your associates were also your clients, and then you had the client's client as well. So how is that working now? The associates are back in the Success Academy and they're looking after it thoroughly. You have more focus towards the clients. So how is that working out?
So the transition is actually still in process. My associates right now are still reporting to me. There are certain associates who have their associates report to RSA. So the transition is a little bit slow because obviously it's a lot to take in for RSA as well as the associates. It is a long process. But so far, so good. The pilot project that we handed over to Bisma, it's going great. And there's a very less risk of churn with the client side and the associate side. So obviously RSA is helping us a lot. No doubts about that.
And I think it gets you to focus more on the client side.
Yes, focus more on the client side especially, and the associate trainings that we know that they're taken care of by RSA. So we don't need to actively work on it or ask associates about it. RSA is keeping us posted on their growth track, on their training track. So we don't have to get on it. So it's saving us a lot more time to focus on the client.
And I think
side.
it's much easier for RSA as well because it's their bread and butter. They're doing it every day.
Absolutely.
So I think,
Yeah.
yeah.
So it came naturally to them.
Oh, yes. And what about your, when you started working with RepStack, how was it? Like, was it difficult to start off and then you just got hang of it with time? Or it was just like first day you were like, oh, all right, I'm made for this.
So, like I told you already, that I was alien to the concept of work from home. I was fascinated, and I was also a little taken aback from Zoom because I never really had meetings on Zoom. So, I had to make sure that my executive presence was on top. Lighting was perfect. I was speaking perfectly because that was the first impression and the last impression. They did not get to see me on a daily basis. So, that was just the camera interaction I had. So initially, I would say it was a rocky start, but once I got into the client success team, I knew that I was meant to be here. Yeah, I think then it was very smooth and still is.
How did you choose this role, that the customer success manager role?
I didn't choose it. I was in RSA and I was doing the marketing trainings. I was pitched as a DMA, but within a week, I was just for 7 days in RSA. And then I was interviewed into the client success department by my very own director, Mahavne, and she hired me.
Nice.
So maybe she saw something. And since then, I was not a part of RSA, so I didn't know much about RSA either. But now, from the associate side, I get to know how important and crucial RSA's role is in actuality.
Yeah, I think training and development is something that we really leverage on, and we're very focused on that for the people we hire and for the people who are already working with the clients as
Yes.
well. And from there on your journey, you were reporting to Athar at one time.
Yes.
Then from there, you switched to Azhar now.
Yeah.
But there was a period when Maham was not available, and I think you took over the CS team as well. How was that as an experience?
That was amazing. I got to learn so much. I did not know this side of leadership at all because Maham had it all covered. Like we were under her wraps. And once she left us, and especially when I had to take over as a leader as well for the team was amazing. They were always there. And so was Ath. He was always by my side. He was still letting me know if I made a mistake or if I messed things up. He would always give me criticism, but always would help me out and would motivate me more and more. And I would say everybody helped me out because we have our leadership call on Wednesdays, and I was really scared to be there all alone. But thankfully, I was able to get on it. And I learned that I do have some leadership qualities that I can still polish. And there are some leadership qualities that I was unaware that I have. So that helped a lot. Absolutely. It did.
Awesome, awesome. And was it like a very a tough time? You were like, really, what have I done? Why am I here? Or was it like, no, it's nice and it's like more learning? And so, what was that like?
It was a mixture of both, I would say. Some days I was like, okay, I'm messing everything up. Then the next day I was like, okay, it's going great. I'm doing a good job. So I think leadership is all about that. Some days are good, some days are bad. So as a CSM, I think it's the same for us too. Like when you're in the CSM role too, there are some good days where you're like, okay, it's going amazing. My associates are happy, my clients are happy, and the other day, both are unhappy.
Yeah.
So like, it's
So
fine.
yeah. Yeah, I think it's like you've been here for almost
Yeah.
in this role for 3 years now,
Yeah, 3 plus
almost, and
almost.
there are ups and downs, and that's part of it. And that's how you learn it as well. I remember the first day I started my business, and I was like, "Oh man, I spent so much money. What will it?" With time, then you get used to everything. Tell us about the main tool that you use. What is that? We'll talk about the AI integration as well. So, which is the tool that you're using?
Okay, within the client success team, we use a lot of tools. Like we have a separate client portal via motion.io. Then we have ClickUp for project management, but we've also recently transitioned to HighLevel for automations, for campaign building, because initially we were just focused on emails. Gmail was our main, and Zoom.
So you guys automate all the emails that are sent to the
Yes,
clients. Oh,
absolutely.
nice.
So we have campaigns set up for all of our clients for upselling, for buyouts, for
Oh,
placements,
nice.
for replacements, and for part time to full time opportunities. For example, if we onboard a client who has a part time associate, we're working on campaigns. So initially, once they show interest or if they do not show interest because we have a set timeline of making them full time within 30 days. So we start that campaign so they receive regular emails, make your associate full time. So that's having a great impact. We have seen a
Nice.
lot of growth by incorporating HighLevel. And as a CSM, I feel great about using HighLevel because initially I did not know much about the platform. So I would not resonate with the client's problems or when associates would come up to me. But now that I know the platform, I understand what they're talking about. So I feel empowered too that I was able to get the trainings. And it's a work in progress. We're still getting trained on. But I think it's a nice.
Yeah, I
opportunities to
think
start.
it's great that I just got to know about it, and it's great that you guys are also using it
Yeah.
because, of course, we're doing it on the marketing side and
Yes.
sales side as well. But exceptionally, I think everyone should now.
Yes.
It's
High
about
time.
time
High
that
time.
automations
High
because
time.
you don't need to do all the dummy work
Yeah,
anymore.
definitely,
Yeah,
definitely.
right. The
Saves a
same
lot of
email,
time.
of course, you're gonna forget. Maybe you're off that day or something like
Exactly.
that. So it's when it's automated, it's like
Easier for you to tap in and
yeah,
get the feedback out of clients. Sometimes you forget to I might forget if I have a 1 week old client, I might forget to send him out an email on Monday. The automation won't. So it's made my life really easy.
yeah. And what about the AI integration? How are you using it personally in your life? And of course, and then is your team doing something about it? And
Yeah,
what about
we
your associates? Are they using it?
yes. Last quarter, we had trainings of Make AI from RSA, so that helped a lot. We haven't really incorporated AI as of now within the team, but we do have training. So we're well equipped that way. And of course, RSA is there to help us. On the associate side, for example, the content and graphics role is what we're focusing on specifically for AI automation because having AI, it has obsoleted that role because clients now don't feel the need to hire a person separately for that area. So what we've done, we've proactively reached out to those clients and sent them out the training tracks and told them that we are getting your associate trained on AI and automation. So let us know if you want to get your associate enrolled and what you're interested in. And I recently had a meeting, I think last week, with my client regarding her associates and then getting trained on AI and automation. So she was very much interested, and I think it's a good initial and starting point for us.
Yeah, I think by the end of this year, I think everyone will be there. It's not a
Definitely.
choice anymore.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Yeah.
like a part of life now.
Yeah, and I'm sure that minimum everyone's using the chat GPT.
Oh, ChatGPT is like my best friend now. We have really nice
Yeah.
names. Everybody has a different name
Yeah.
for their ChatGPTs. It's like my bestie.
Yeah, even I sometimes I do so much random stuff with it. I'm
Exactly.
like sometimes I just forget half a share or something like that. And I'm like, so I'm using it like to the
Yes,
fullest.
absolutely. No, no,
Yeah,
no,
but
all
I'm
of us
sure.
are.
And I just read this morning that now you can sync ChatGPT with your Google Calendar and your
Yes,
emails.
yes.
So that would be a game
And
changer
it's
as
such
well.
a game changer. We used to generally, if there was a client problem, we would have to look at the discovery calls and the placement calls, and they're 1 hour long, and we
Yeah.
wouldn't have time. So now, what do? We just put down the note taker pointers of both the calls, and it gives such a beautiful summary of
Yeah.
what happened. So it saves us a lot of time. It's easy for me to digress that case and see what the client wanted, what they did not want, and where did the expectation setting went wrong. So it has made our life really
Yeah,
easy.
definitely. Let's come to your personal life. You're a mother of two,
Yeah.
mashallah, now,
Yeah.
and you started off
One.
with being a mother. And how does that? How do you cope with that? You're working evenings as well. So how is that working out?
With RepStack, I think it's a huge help. My daughters are used to me working. So they have their own dummy laptop. Like even the little one who's 1.5, she sits beside me and she knows that I'm working. So she's also going to tap into her keyboard. And they were like, my older one is so well trained now, she would not disturb me. If I'm on camera, she will never come. Even if she wants something, she'll say, Mama, please.
Yeah.
She'll just tap on my table like this. So she knows that she cannot make sound. So
Yeah.
I think it has made my life really easy. And that was my first pain point as a mother. I wanted something that I can stay home, still work, still have my career sorted while looking after my kid.
Yeah.
Because she was really small when I had my first job. So that was the core reason of leaving that job. So I think RepStack came as a knight in
Yeah,
shining armor for me. Yeah,
but
it's
still, I
wonderful.
think you're really focused on your career as well now because that gave
Yeah,
you the
it gave
opportunity.
me a leeway to focus on motherhood and my career. So none of them are getting compromised. Like it's always equal. I cannot say that I'm not present with my kids, or I cannot say that I'm slacking on work. It's both.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So who
wonderful
puts them to
opportunity.
bed?
My husband, at times, if I have time, they know, like the elder one knows she has to sleep, so she goes to bed herself. So all my husband has to do is sit beside her and make her sleep. The little one, yeah, she's a tough nut to crack,
Yeah.
but she also is now acquainted with her older one. So she plays with her, and then both of them get into bed, and my husband then makes them sleep. So
Okay.
that's also sorted.
Nice, nice. Both of you are doing good in your careers. I've met your husband as well.
Yeah.
I think in Pakistan now, this is my personal thinking, but it's tough for not two people to work if you want a good lifestyle.
Absolutely.
So how do you find that? Are you guys enjoying that part? That all right? Because of course, then you're restricted to a lot of things that you
Yeah.
can't do, and now you're also working, and of course,
He's
not
also.
compromising on your family as well. it was similar in West for a long time, but here now it's I see more and more couples who are working, both of them. How is that helping you guys? Is it helping you guys, or you have your moments and then you're like,
It's definitely helping out because I believe that in this economy, you cannot survive with one person earning. You have to, both of you have to earn. And even for your mental sanity, like I left my job, the first one, for a month or so. I was going crazy. So I think the feeling of not doing, not participating, my career becoming obsolete, I'm not doing anything to polish my skill set, I'm not flourishing in my career, that took a toll on me. So that's why within 2 months I went into RepStack. I think working for everyone is important, may it be female or male, may even if you're married or not, if you're a mother of two, if you're a mother of four, work, do something. If you can't do 8 hours, 4 hours, 2 hours, it gets your mind off.
Yep.
You feel good about yourself. It's just like working out. You
Exactly.
good, you feel good, you feel accomplished that you did something. It might not be impacting you, but it has a really good effect on your mental health. So I think it's very important, A, for your mental health. Then, of course, two is the financial aspect. Of course, it's going to help you if there are two people earning. It's going to help out your likelihood, your livelihood, your kids, and their future. So I think it's very important for both the partners. But it's also very important to take some time off for each other. Could be weekends, could be a family time within specific days also. So I think balance is very important.
Yep. We've just been nominated for Inc. 5000.
Yeah.
Congratulations. It's because of you
You.
guys that we've achieved this milestone. How do you think that it impact our clients and the associates or the people coming into RepStack?
So first of all, congratulations to you, Yaver, Azhar, and Athar. Huge accomplishment. It's a milestone, and we, as a CS team, we are over the moon, because obviously we're on the client side and also the associate side. It will give us more and more credibility. Being a part of Inc. 5000 and telling my clients very graciously that we're a part of Inc. 5000 builds more credibility, and I don't think they will ever doubt where RepStack is coming from. And same goes for the associates. Now we'll get more highly qualified associates. We can pitch for more experienced associates, what we need, because now they know that we're not messing around. We're a company with an Inc. 5000. So I think it's a great opportunity for us to make our company grow with the right kind of people and with the right mindsets.
Yep. I was just asking ChatGPT a couple of days ago. So I think we are the second company who has been part of that, and which is a great moment for all of us. Last things, a few words for people who are looking for something like RepStack or people who want to work. I get a lot of calls that, yeah, he or she has done this or that. They can work online. So it is not any random work online. It's basically a marketing work. So how are you going to tell people that, all right, but yeah, some people do learn. We have MTO programs where you can
We
start
have
off.
RLA.
Yeah. How do you think people should, if they want to get into RepStack and make a career out of it like you are, of course, you're financially also benefiting pretty well. How do you suggest other people to do that?
Firstly, this is for people who have just graduated, just completed their bachelor's perhaps. Please work on your skill set. Please work on trainings. Because right now I have so many people calling me that please refer us to RepStack, and I can't. Because the skill set is not there. You might be masters, you might be PhD, but the skill set matters. I don't know, I know a lot of people who use high level here. They don't even know the name. So you need to pace up with the world. I know in Pakistan we have a different kind of marketing techniques altogether. We focus a lot more on OH, advertising, media buying. But I think we cannot forget automations and AI. They are the
That's the
new
future.
boss.
Yeah.
That's the future. They are the new boss. So you need to learn. Please learn AI. Please learn, get into automations, get into trainings. If you do not have the skill set, we have RLA, which is a wonderful program. We train you and then we hire you. So I think it's a win-win situation for both of us. So please get enrolled. And if you think you have the right skill set, I don't think there's any better opportunity for you than RepStack, because we hire really nice clients, highly qualified clients, highly qualified associates. Within RepStack, you'll get to learn so much. I have associates who started from nothing, whose skill set was almost zero. But then now, when they're with their first or third client, or they could have retained their first client, but because we have such a strong support system altogether with RSA, with job boards, with associates being friends with each other and helping each other out, their skill set has gone up to 100%. So this is not kidding. You will learn from RepStack. This is a given. Like, even if you're not open to learning, you learn from it. So
Awesome.
please.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Alyna, for
Thank you,
being
Yaver,
here. It
for
was a
having me.
pleasure talking to you. we can go on for a long time, but we
Definitely.
need to cut it short. And glad to have you again.
Thank you. Thank you
Thank
so much, Robert.